know, collective, when you start something, it's not easy to stick to it. All the reasons in the world will show up to stop you from doing it, including your jealous family, your jealous friends, the haters, the obstacles, the timing, the money. I mean, whatever it is that you're wanting to do, trust me, as soon as you start to do it, there will be haters. I mean, that's actually how you know you're doing something. But at the same time, don't get frustrated. Don't quit. Don't give up on it. Just know that no matter who's around you, no matter who's watching you, you got to commit to it. You're you. If God puts you on path, if you have a purpose, even if you are very uncomfortable with being seen publicly or being perceived or worried about judgment, look, God hired you. No one's going to fire you. You didn't pick the spot. The spot was allocated to you, assigned to you. So, a lot of us have been going through some bullcrap. If you've been watching my channel, you've been watching me go just like eat shit at work. I'm not going to keep doing that. I can't stand it there. They're bad people. They're corrupt officials. Actually, they really are. Let's just say you're not seeing all that there is to see with what's going on with us. I was a security guard for a chicken plant, and aside from their unethical business practices in and of themselves, they are actually hired out to be that kind of shitty people. I mean, it's a pyramid scheme. It's like a multi-tiered shit cake, basically. They're all getting exposed. They're all going to be revealed. I mean, they're fucking with the wrong bitch, but really, it's not because they're fucking with me. It's because they are destroying people's lives. They're playing God in people's lives, playing with their paychecks, playing with their hours, playing with their head. It's slander, it's retaliation, it's a bunch of shit. And the thing is, the company itself is a family-owned business. Well, this family is rich beyond your wildest dreams, basically. And people don't mean shit to them. They're the bottom line. They're the dollar bill. Like I said, they just flip them out like pancakes here. And that's because they don't want any one person to know too much. Well, I knew quite a bit before I got there. I know how things work. I know how an office works. I know how officers work. I know that at no point in time should there be a dejected cop become a security guard. That's fucking ridiculous. It's kind of like the clergy who commits crimes against children. You just circulate them around. You just move them to another location so it doesn't follow them around. Nuh-uh. They have victimized so many people in so many factions that how can you keep quiet? I mean, the suffering is evident. It's in the street. Be that as it may. The obstacles are always going to be there. The ops are always going to be there. But the way you handle it is going to determine how they receive you and how they handle you. Be diplomatic, but at the same time, keep your baseline. You don't change that for anybody. You're you. They're them. You have rights too. It's the corporation, the mass monopoly. You know what? Again, we're the buyer. If we don't buy it, they can't sell it. Okay, and right now, basically, the workforce is advanced human trafficking. Call it what you want. It's still people selling people to other people for profit. Not everybody is going to go to a 9-to-5 job. Not everybody's going to get a college degree. Some people are going to dig ditches. Some people are just going to raise kids. Some people are going to be beekeepers, horticulturists. We need that. Like, we need to stop degrading job titles and acting like status is anything. Status ain't shit except who you can move around with. If they decide they don't like you, that little mean girls group can drop your status real quick. Don't follow the crowd. Even though the crowd will attack you for trying to break away. It's like a mob mentality. As long as you mimic the bully, then you won't get singled out and you won't be the one that's the subject of ridicule. You know what? A bully is a coward in disguise. A bully is somebody who doesn't want to be singled out either. They want to be the leader of the pack, but the pack mentality is it's a dog eat dog. Well, who's the dog? What dog? You know why we have laws, you know why we have rules. That's what separates us from the animals. The higher principalities, as above, so below. That literally means, although there's a lot of lawlessness here, there's a lot of I can do whatever I want, devil may care attitude, no consequences, that's not true. There's always a consequence. Even if it didn't catch up to you right now, it could be 30 years from now, your little illegitimate love child shows up with their DNA test from a 23andMe. Stop the hiding, stop the lying, but most of all, it's not a personal hiding and lying. It's a sweeping under the rug for the sake of keeping the peace. It's not peace, it's war. It's war on us, it's pure chaos. It's how much more shit can I put you through and you still take it? How much more fear can I juice off of you by convincing you that if you don't keep this job and take this abuse, your family will suffer? Yeah, well, if you keep the job and you keep taking the abuse, your family will also suffer, and you will suffer, and it'll be to no end. It's not coincidental. It is on purpose. Human suffering is being manufactured for the elite to just drink up like ambrosia. Enough is enough. If you want your slaves to keep working, feed them. It's okay to be an ant and make ant wages. It's not okay to use the ants until you find a new location and then you drown them. Who will be your workforce? If you don't need a workforce because everything can be automated, that's fine too, but if they don't have jobs, how can they buy it? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This revenge tour is not going to end well. We all lose in war. That's just how it is. Anybody who's had war waged on them, spiritual warfare, psychological warfare, emotional warfare, financial warfare, I've had it all. Once it's over, it's over. It's over. Your mind tricks you into thinking that's still going on. The PTSD of it, the financial ruin, the slander, the smear campaign, yeah, it usually works. Yeah, you usually do end up isolated. Yeah, you usually do end up sitting in a chair in the fucking woods like this talking to invisible people. You know why? Because they will use any and everybody to get to you. Any and everybody to get to you. We're social creatures. We're meant to be social. But find your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And there's not some like underground resilience. There's just people waking up and saying, damn, I'm tired of eating shit every day. I just physically cannot. I don't want to. No thank you. And then you enforce your boundaries of no thank you. Instead of you making me suffer, I'll choose to suffer by not fucking doing this anymore. This is not a game I'm going to play. So basically what my advice to you is unsubscribe. Unsubscribe. Verbally unconsent from things. Like if something's going on around you and you just wholeheartedly do not agree with it, it tips your moral compass wrong. Speak on the fact that you don't agree with it. That's the admit that is, if you don't say anything, it's silent consent. If you verbally say I do not consent, then you unsubscribe from this entire timeline and energetic fucking bullshit back and forthness. People you don't want to talk to on the phone, don't. Coworkers you don't get along with, don't fake like, oh, we're cool, it's alright, and every time you're in the space with each other, you just create more tension. Look them in the eyes, say with your chest, I cannot fucking stand you, but we both need to make a paycheck. You stay over there, I'll stay over here. You don't have to just be so nice. It's not nice. It's not nice to stare daggers into people. It's not nice to wish harm on people. It's not nice to talk shit behind someone's back. What's nice is just coming out and telling the person that you are getting friction with, this is not good. We're water and oil. We don't mix. Let's stop it. But some people like that conflict. Some people like that covert narcissistic shit. If you don't, you could say you don't, and you can put a stop to it. It's fucking stop sign. No more. People talking shit about other people. It doesn't have to be you talking shit about other people. I cannot stand gossip behind other people's back, so I don't do small talk, and I don't like to hear the details of my coworkers' life or my family members' life. Like, do not fucking tell people's baggage when they're not around to defend themselves. It's ridiculous. I don't agree with that, and I tell people I don't agree with that. Like, yeah, that's their business. I don't think you should be talking about it, and I will remove myself from the situation because I don't agree with it. We're going to a spot where you could literally be considered guilty by association, and it's time to look around and see who your associates are. Like, know yourself and who you came in with, because shit's about to hit the fan, and you do not want to be on the bad side of guilty. There's certain things that every person does, personal transgressions, little bullshits. I'm talking about like, oh, you smoke weed, you take pills or something, I don't know. You overindulge in eating, or you fucking love online shopping, or you're a little bit of a gambling addict. Like, self-harm is self-harm. I don't advocate self-harm, and you don't have to be cutting or burning or like physically harming yourself to be self-harming. Self-sabotage is self-harm. That's one of the hardest things to turn off. You don't even know you're doing it. You're so used to things not working out that it feels like it's happening to you, not from you, but really it's the mindset of shit never works out for me, so it keeps not working out for you, right? There are real life obstacles, real life haters, but at the end of the day, the only real obstacle is ourselves. It's us blocking us, saying that there's nothing I can do about this. I'm stuck in this situation. I'm cornered. I'm boxed in. maybe temporarily, and maybe you'll have to find creative solutions, but where there's a will, there's a way. There's always a way, right? Nobody owns you. God made you. God's got your back. Go with God because they cannot overcome it. And I'm sorry if you're late to the show and it's like, oh, I've been doing fucked up bad shit all my life and I'm really scared of my consequences now. God, come save me. Dave, that's not going to happen. Karma's in effect. What's going to happen is you'll have to take your licks. You'll have to know why you're taking them. And honestly and sincerely, it's because some part of you said, I seek repentance. I feel bad about what I've done, and I want to do right. So come on, bring me my trials and tribulations so I can get through them. So I don't know if you'll forgive me, but at least I will have fucking paid my debts. It's like a ticket or a fine, okay? Yes, insurance tickets are stupid. Seatbelt tickets are stupid. But honestly, they're there for a reason. Yes, it's to create revenue. There's a bunch of illegal practices that are really just a money manufacturing thing. That's not my point. My point is that if there was no such thing as insurance, there'd be no such thing as accountability for people who run into each other. If there was no such thing as the stop signs and the seatbelts, we'd have a bunch of dead people flying out the window every time they hit the brakes too hard. The rules exist because somebody broke them before, because we need them. The rules give us order to the chaos. We are not animals out here. We're caretakers to the animals. We are of a higher mind. We have got to stop living animal lives. We don't need shepherds and sheep herders. We don't need wolves with sheep. What we need are people who have learned and don't keep making the same mistake. People who have a little bit of give a shit left in them and try to protect those who can't protect themselves. But everybody can't carry the same sword. There's lovers and there's fighters, and you gotta have fighters to protect the lovers. That is a fact. But you also got warmongers, and you have greedy pigs, man. Just power hungry is not even a word. Like, power hungry is saying there's a source, and they need everything from that source. But I don't know what you get from that. If you're playing king to a castle that has no kingdom, I don't understand how you could be a king, right? So, to rule with fear is to have a mutiny. To rule with love is to have a kingdom, a court, a people. If you don't represent the people, you don't have people. The elite can't represent the elite because they've all, got their own little whatevers. But they're all the private sector, as in, I don't want anyone to see my face because I feel like basically they'd be coming for my head due to all of the harm I've caused. Well, you're probably right, but it's not going to be us. They'll be judged by a jury of their peers. The ones who they fucked over will fuck them over, because that's fair. We don't know shit about their world, and they don't know shit about our world. Even though they puppeteer it, they're just playing with toys. They're playing with toys. We're little plastic soldiers to them. They're just sliding around the game board, playing with our futures in the stock market, literally trading us like cattle in the stock market. It's not as coincidental as you would think. It's literally a controlled substance, basically. We're a controlled substance. We are literally traded like cattle, like stock, like, all of this state has invested in Bitcoin, so we only invest in Bitcoin over here. And all of this state's only invested in corn, so we've only invested in corn over here. So we're not selling Bitcoin here, and we're not selling corn over there. All of a sudden, there's a corn famine over here, and they don't give a fuck about Bitcoin because you can't eat that anyways, right? They need real money, and they still have corn seeds. Just think of these things. Literal versus imaginary. If you can't see it, touch it, smell it, or feel it, you're probably not going to get your hands on it as fast as you think. And if it's a theoretical or a placeholder or a digital currency, it's not that it doesn't exist, it's that you have to deal with other people who deal in digital currency. If it has no value to me, then I won't buy it. The people who are buying it are always treating it like, oh, well, one Bitcoin is $80,000. Well, that sounds like dark coin. It sounds like you don't want anyone to know how much money you spent on the fucked up shit you're buying, right? You want it to be untraceable. Everything's traceable. Everything has a timestamp. Everything's digital. There's an eye on every lens everywhere. It's like guns, like a camera shooting pictures. Yeah, well, I mean, there's a gunman on every corner, right? Don't shoot yourself in the foot by making it impossible to live, impossible to get along, impossible to cooperate or work, because if you fuck up the whole little paradigm for everybody, you're either going to have a bunch of free radicals bouncing off the walls with no particular function, and I guess if you're trying to gain control, then chaos would be the best tool to use, because in the confusion you can meet your agenda and have multiple things swept under the rug, and they'll never find out till after the fire when they're sifting through the ashes trying to figure out what happened. We've had this game played on us before. As far as American history goes, not too long ago, do we not remember George Bush Jr. and the fucking clown show that went on? Oh, I do. 8 whole years of just... couldn't believe my eyes. Y'all think Trump is startling? No, I thought George Bush Jr. was fucking startling. His little cocaine twins, Mr. Dick Cheney. There was quite a few people involved, and then literally it was so outrageous they made a movie about it, and the movie is literally on the nose. If you haven't seen Vice, watch it. The point is, they could do it in our face. Like, there's not shit we can do about it, but we the people are the people, and they the corrupt are the corrupt, and at this point they're pissing each other off, so I don't think we'll have to deal with it. I think they'll fucking destroy each other. Yeah, they'll take us with them, but at the same time, whoever survives it will be the ones who rebuild it, and then hopefully we won't try to have kings and queens of the rebuilt fucking kingdom, right? Hopefully we'll realize we're children in a garden, and that nobody's supposed to own it, no one's supposed to control it. The only person that's going to be a leader is someone who probably doesn't want to lead. Someone who's a voice of reason, and someone who makes sense when they speak, someone who is emotionally available to hear the cries of the people. We can't have a dictator represent anybody except ourselves, right? Don't be a dictator. Be a leader, be a lover, be a light. Don't be a fucking asshole. I love you. I'll see you next time.